Welcome back to Suppress Nation. Today we have another 556k suppressor for you. This is the Richmond Tactical RT556k. This can has a 1.75 inch diameter tube. It's 5.5 inches in length, weighs 16.4 ounces, and is made out of 17.4 stainless steel. This does come hub threaded. It has a PVD coating on the outside. This is a lower back pressure suppressor. We have a few 5.56 rifles out here and a 5.45 we're going to shoot it on, see what type of sound we're getting, what type of blowback we're getting. So I'm excited to shoot it. So here she is, the RT556k. All right, so up first we got the Mike 102, 1 round unsuppressed. All right, let's see what Richmond Tactical's 556k can do sound-wise. So it has a deep tone. You can see a lot of the gas going out the front there. So it does have a little bit of a louder sound, but it's a deep, louder sound. Before a 556k can, this right here is exactly what I'm looking for. Let me put some more rounds in it. We'll dump 10 rounds right here into the berm, see what type of gas I'm getting back. This system has literally zero adjustment to it, and I mean, it will throw gas back through it. You do not have a rear charging handle, but I have noticed that gas still leaks around the receivers pretty bad on really high gas cans. So we'll put 10 rounds on it real quick, dump it into the berm, see what type of gas is going out the front, what type of gas is going out the back. Usually what you guys can see with because I got the sun right here, and the sun, you can actually see the gas is coming out the side. So you can see the gas coming out the side, and I can tell you what gas I'm actually getting back to my face. But like I said, we'll put 10 more rounds in it, dump it to the berm right here real fast, and see what type of gas I'm getting back. All right, so here she goes, 10 rounds into the berm. I couldn't really see what gas was going out the front there, because it looked like gas was shooting between the receiver and the rail. It looked like it was shooting off that way, but didn't get much of anything back to my face. But you could definitely see it going out the side and blowing up the left side. But we'll drop it on one of the ARs that's got a non-adjustable system on it as well, and see what type of system we got back like that, since I know more of you have that than I'll have a Mike 102. But there she is on the Mike's 102. I like it. Now we got the 16-inch PSA. This is an untuned gun. We're gonna run it unsuppressed first. We got some Magpul Gens 3 with those dye-free company dust boots. If you want some of these, go to dye-free company, use code Suppress Nation, save yourself some money. We got the Strike Industries T-bone on the rear. Let's put 1 round down range and see how loud this is. Woo, she'll wake the neighbors up this morning. Now we got the RT556 on the end. Huge shout out to this week's ammo sponsor, my daughter Kaylee Brooks. She asked me what I wanted for my birthday. We always need 223. So thank you for the 223 that we're using in today's video, Kaylee. All right, 5 rounds. Let me put it right here into the berm. All right, so I can definitely feel a little bit of gas coming back through this right here. Feels like it's coming more on the left side right here to me through the charging handle. So definitely getting a little bit of back pressure. I didn't even put it without ears. Crap, let me put 2 more rounds in and shoot without ears. All right, 2 rounds right here into the berm, no ears. So that's not bad at all for a 556k can. Ears ain't ringing, ears aren't stuffy. But for those of you who are new to the channel, 556 is loud. A 556k can is still loud. But to be able to shoot it without ears, my ears not be stoppy, my ears not be ringing, that's doing its job. It's doing a good job, and like I said, it's putting a lot of sound down range. It has a good tone to it. It's not a really deep tone, but it's also not a really high pitched tone. So the high pitched tones usually bother you more than anything else. So this isn't bothering me. So it's right there where if I was hunting with it, I would have no issues wearing ears. If I'm shooting all day, definitely put ears on all the time with everything you shoot. But a few rounds if you need it for self-defense or for hunting, I would see absolutely zero issue with that with an untuned gun. I'm gonna put 10 rounds into the berm real quick, see what type of gas we're getting when we're dumping it. All right, 10 rounds into the berm. So I didn't get a lot of gas coming back to my face. I did see quite a bit coming out the ejection port there. And again, the receivers getting the gas blowing out. I can see gas blowing out when I'm right here. I can see gas blowing out in front of me, but it was blowing at an angle, not back into my face. I guess if the wind was blowing into my face, it would have got right back in, you know, it would come back through my face. but didn't feel a whole lot here at the charging handle coming back into my face. Like I said, I don't know if we can get that to focus. It's leaking right around the actual receivers themselves. So I can see the gas shooting out the port, and then the left side just shooting out the receiver there. But nothing back to my face to where it was uncomfortable at all. So definitely like that. Let's drop it on a tune gun, see what type of sound we get with that. That should definitely help drop some of the ear numbers right here with the port. And it'll also help eliminate some of that gas that's coming back through the system. But let's drop it on that. All right, so we'll put 1 round down range. We got it setting number 8 unsuppressed. This has been giving us 4 o'clock ejection. Let's see how she does. And that time we did not. That time we did. All right, so we had 1 round that was overpressurized. All right, so let's do 1 more. All right, so setting number 8, 3 or 4 o'clock. That first round must have been overloaded a little bit because that hit about 2 o'clock. But the next 2 rounds were 4 and 3. So now let's drop that suppressor on and see what we get. All right, here we go. Let's see what type of gas we're getting back through it. We got it at setting number 8. So that was probably about between 2 and 3. So I'll drop it back to 6. That's hitting more about 3, so we'll go down to 4. All right, so 4. All right, so 4 puts us right there where we want to be. Now, talking with Kyle, he said a lot of times he'll run them all the way down to number 1 with the next plunger. Was it the 927? I'm running the 937, but there we are. Setting number 4 is getting us perfect ejection. Let me put a couple more rounds in it, shoot it without my ear, see what it sounds like being tuned in. All right, so I got 3 rounds loaded up. I'm gonna put 1 into the berm right here at us, 1 at 100 yards, and 1 right here at about 50. I'll see if I can hit that piece of steel. Who knows? Oh, look at that. I'm a sniper. Well, there she is. That sounds really good to the ear. So just at the ear alone, running it on a tune gun just sounds so much better. We got the rifle speed gas block up front, toolless adjustment, completely awesome. Century manufacturing charging handle. Any gas that gets past this literally has been stopped with this with every suppressor I've had so far. This is probably the most fun 5.56 rifle that I have because you can dial this thing back and just get guns to sound so good. K cans, long cans, it doesn't matter. High pressure cans, higher flow cans, they all just sound so much better when you're tuned. But definitely take a look at rifle speeds, gas blocks. Now we got the M85, the little hand cannon. We're not running the rubber in the back here. We're gonna put 1 round right into the berm so you can hear what it sounds like, and then we'll drop that RT556k on. Boom! There you can feel the concussion on that bad boy. I can still feel it in my face, the concussion from that thing without a suppressor. So I'm running Monarch 223, and that right there, the last casing got stuck in the gun. That's the second casing that's been stuck today in 2 different guns. The Mike 102 had a casing get stuck, and now we had one in here get stuck. In the packaging, when you pull it out, it has a little PPU on it. So not sure what's going on with that. It's the first time I've had issues with it. Oh my goodness, I've ran thousands of this stuff, and this is the first issue I've run into. But Kaylee just picked this ammo up from Academy last week, so not sure what exactly is going on. But here we go. I got 4 or 5 rounds left in the gun. Put it down range, see what she sounds like. Ooh. So, definitely still getting gas back with this thing. So she does let some gas escape out the front, still getting gas back into the face with that. So like I said, this gun right here, without having the rubber in the back and having a super high flow can, you kind of still get some gas back to it. This has probably been the hardest gun to tame with gas. Like I said, even with the glasses on, I could feel the gas just rushing right into my glasses. Wasn't getting into my eyes because the glasses were deflecting it, but I could definitely feel the gas just hitting me all around my face with it. But there she is on the M85. Let's grab the AK-74, see how she sounds. Now before we shoot the AK-74 suppress, we want to give a huge thank you to our guys over at Hanson Brothers. If you need suppressor accessories, if you're here in Virginia and you need NFA transfers or gun transfers, definitely hit those guys up over at Hanson Brothers. Tell them Suppress Nation sent you. All right, now we're gonna do 5 rounds down range with the AK-74. See what she sounds like. So not bad. It's a little bit louder than what I would want for the AK-74. So I would say I would rather run this more on a tuned gun, like a tuned AR, maybe a tuned AK. But for a standard AK, that seems a little bit too loud for me, both at the muzzle end and at the ear end. Didn't notice any gas back with the 16. The 16s have always been a whole lot better with gas mitigation than the 10.5s that I have. But sound wise, I'm not deaf, my ears aren't ringing, but it's a little bit louder than what I would prefer. I do have some other cans that are about this size that are a tad bit quieter on this host. We've had some guns, the AKs sound better than the ARs, but for this can, for me, for what I like, for action noise and for muzzle in, I would much rather run this on an AR than the AK platform. Let's dump 10 rounds to the berm real quick, see what type of gas we're getting back with the 16, and give you some closing thoughts. No. So I did get noticeable gas back to the face with that Red Army ammo hanging up 2 times right there. I didn't get that constant stream, so I'm not going to get a good feel for it. That is the end of my 5.45 ammo that I have. That is not 7N6. I'm not shooting that stuff into the dirt down there, so I'm not going to waste that. So until I can find some more reliable, cheap 5.45, this will probably be the end of seeing the AK-74 for a while. With the tune gun, I was able to get it very pleasant at the ears and at the muzzle. So I would definitely recommend, if you're going to run this can, run it on something that you can tune a little bit. So for me, this here falls right where I want a 5.56k can to be. A good sound, lower back pressure, and easy tunability with a gun with an adjustable gas block. But there she is, the Richmond Tactical 5.56k can. I do hope you guys enjoyed the video. God bless.